Hello, Rachel. How are you doing?
Hi, Ryan. I'm doing well. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing good. I'm looking forward to getting into the next episode of Killjoys. The last one left us a little lackluster, so I'm hoping that we shall pick right up with the harvest, which is the episode that we are going to be watching today. What about you? How are you doing overall?
Good. I said I'm good. Uh, not as excited about this episode because I don't have as much confidence that it's gonna pick up.
Why would you say that?
Just because of the feel of the last
It's
episode.
only episode 2, that one. This is episode 3.
I know, but I feel like I'm just letting you know that I'm dubious. That's all. I'm still hopeful. I still have hope, but
That Hope Is You, part 2.
fuck you.
No, before we start, everyone, before we get into the episode and find out that they're possibly at their reclamation facility, I am going to show off again, just for some fun, some of the artwork that I did during my initial watch of Killjoys. Where did Rachel go? Where did she go? Where? There she is! There she isn't. There she is. There she isn't. But no, while Killjoys was something I watched, I did it mainly while making some random art projects here and there. Primarily at the time, I was into the kind of high flow art style. So playing around with different colors, just grabbing random supplies and things from the art store that was near my work. And it was just something fun to do. So every now and then, I'm going to just grab one of the canvases or
But you've
other
done it two
things that.
times in a row.
Yeah, will I do it a third time? Everyone, you better stay tuned.
Yeah.
Everyone, you better subscribe. You better comment. You better like. You better share all
You're
this
gonna
around,
run
or
out
else.
of art pieces if you do them.
I have a
every
lot of art
episode.
pieces. I have a lot of art pieces that I did. And it's not just canvases. I have some photography work that I did, and I also have some other painted subjects, such as my skulls. I have the skulls and whole myriad of things. But the harvest, other than feeling a little bit down and apprehensive because of the last episode, is there anything that you're like gearing up for when it comes to this one?
I'm interested to see what more developments we get when it comes to the lore.
To the lore? Lore?
Lore.
Oh, not the LAW. I mean, we're starting off with the headquarters, so we may actually get some of the LAW.
That should be here. This is important.
Knock it off.
What?
Your leg.
You're nervous.
Stop.
You should be nervous. I just want you to know. That
Now, I
if
know
you
he's
do
wearing a
pass,
singlet, Rachel, but this is the
be a
closest they
cool
could get him
boss.
to be shirtless in
One more
a
word,
scene that
I'll choke you to
wasn't
sleep.
in bed.
John Jacoby, sponsoring agent.
Kira Dean, don't give a shit. Heard all about your tech exam. Set a course record.
I like to be thorough.
Why do you want to be a killjoy?
Money?
I believe in what the rack stands for.
No, don't care. Try again.
I don't fit in anywhere else. I'm not cut out to be civilian, and I'm done being a soldier. I'm not good at a lot of things, but I'm good at that.
Would you hire him? After that, would you
I'm
hire
not
him?
in the rack, so I don't know.
After what you've seen of the rack,
Yeah,
would you
I
hire
would.
him? Really? Really? I don't think the long-haired guy who yelled at Dutch in the first episode would hire this guy. With that as his that as his
No, but
reasoning.
he's moldable. He's committed to a mission.
I guess.
You've been cleared for level 4.
Oh, whoa, wait. Level 4.
Do I outrank you?
You can grab your badge of
You
supply
suck,
just as soon as you
Johnny.
pass your psych eval.
Oh, well.
Say again?
Psych eval, you dumbass.
Come on. Let's go find Dutch.
Yeah, I wonder what qualifies you for different levels. I assumed it was like your time in the job. But I guess it's your skill set as well.
Mhm.
More primarily than time in job.
don't know.
Wrong answer.
Watch out, guy. The music's playing. That means stuff's gonna pop off.
He keeps chasing me, mama. He keeps
Oof, that's a lot of jack.
Yeah, easier just to burn it, no?
Sure, if you want to knock out half of Old Town, stuff's toxic. Not to mention extremely flammable.
I wonder how that's gonna play into the plot.
Rachel, we didn't mention in our discussions their sci-fi drug Jack. What do you think? Is it a cool name for a futuristic sci-fi drug? Jack.
Yeah, it's
'cause
fine.
You get you jack up when you're doing it.
Mm.
Is it better than B5's sci-fi drug of dust and slappers?
But better than slap is not better than dust.
Yeah, I think dust is still one of the best, like, because you have angel dust in real life, of course, but like dust in that show, I think is pretty good.
The actual thing of it.
This is a show, though, that would have had slappers as the name of a drug. Like B5 already took it, and they rarely used it. It was just a thing in season 1. But this is a show where people should have been doing slappers.
To dull the pain. Want to track in?
Has he changed his facial hairstyle? I can't remember if he had the shaved chin, like the chin strap in the last one. I thought he had it fully around.
Hi.
So the best part about being as drunk as I am right now.
Is it you won't remember any of this in the morning?
Oh, I'm gonna want to remember this.
Also, she doesn't look that impressed.
No, she looks scared.
He is murdering, yeah. He's
I have a headache,
scary.
a badge, and a gun. Behave.
Sorry, I need to write that one down.
No, remember, Rachel, she's British. So when she says behave, it is only appropriate for me to think of Austin Powers when she says it. Look.
I have
would
a headache,
she make a badge?
A badge and a gun.
Yeah, and behave. Now, would Hannah John-Kamen make a wonderful Austin Powers babe? Yes, she would. And we've seen in this show already that she's an actress, and I guess in the Marvel Universe, she's someone that pairs beautifully with silly comedy guys. So I'm already saying it. Mike Myers, bring Austin Powers back, get her to be the babe in it, and have her say behave, because she's also British. Also, it'd be fun, because then you can have a British companion.
It's just... Evan's like a comet, you know?
What? Now you get to see him with his shirt off, and he is also buff, but not as buff, but he's still buff, Rachel.
I really don't like scenes like this.
Why? He's just having, a nice time with a sexer. They're cutting off, 20% off tonight because it's harvest special. I wrote that down. Or you don't like the fact that he's talking about his brother while he's getting it on? Who haven't talked about their siblings and or family while they're getting it on?
No, but I don't...
Or getting off, whichever one you want to use. What?
Me, I'm more like
Is he hairier
Dark
than you were expecting?
No, he has a
stable,
beard.
You know I love you, Johnny, but nope, no way.
Oh, come on, it's a legitimate warrant and a favor for a friend. It's a win-win.
Unless you fail. Also, stop being friends with everyone you sleep with. It's just weird.
Did I mention that we're gonna be going undercover? You love undercover. Ouch, what's with the burn?
Nothing. Stupid accident.
I love a good undercover episode. See, this one already has a fun pitch.
So you sobered up fast?
Ancient doctor's secret. We have all the best pills. So you kind of lost it out there. Do you always fight with such intensity?
When I get angry enough. I still need to pass my psych eval and was hoping you could sign it for me.
Oh. You need a RAC certified doctor, and I'm the only one around for miles. How about this? Your partners are heading to Leith. Get me a seat on Lucy when they do.
Why do you need my help for that?
Because Dutch doesn't like me and she'll say no if I ask. Get me a ride, help me pick up some supplies at the bazaar, and I will sign that psych eval for you when we're back.
Here's for the joy.
Move it up.
Next.
What is that?
It's insurance. So you're not tempted to overstay your visa.
Will it be a Running Man Fortress type thing? Well, it will explode when you leave the vicinity.
Got ourselves a runner! Activate the tracker!
Yeah, explode his head. Yeah, nice. Nice. Just exploded his ear, not his full head.
What about undercover? Didn't you understand?
Calm down, I was careful. Wow. Nice.
Ow. It's an incendiary tracking device. They remove it on the transport home, but until then, step out of the designated zone and... I can't get access, it's eye scan only.
Then I'll get us an eye.
Yeah.
Not literally. Meet me tonight.
Come on, get an eye literally. This is the type of show that would give us that. We had brains and jaws last episode.
Come on, we'll get it somewhere else.
You heard of Celia's fever? It's nasty stuff.
Harder.
You want the inoculation? Let's trade.
She's a nice girl, isn't she, Rachel? We get a doctor in the show. We haven't had a doctor yet, and what a moral. I wrote in my notes, moral, upstanding doctor. You always got to have at least one of them.
I might, and it doesn't feel like they're gonna do the, oh no, it wasn't actually a thing. She was just faking it. It doesn't feel like that right now, and I'll be kind of disappointed if they do pull that rug.
They could, I can't recall, but I do like how we've set her up already as kind of, at best, mischievous, at most likely, lacking scruples, and currently right now...
Hippocratic oath? What?
And currently right now, ruthless, let's just say, but,
That's a polite way.
That's a polite way to say it. That's a very nice way to say it. You know who she reminds me of? I don't think I've seen this actress in anything, but she reminds me of the chick from Farscape in the last season, the one I hated,
The
Sukozu.
replacement jewel.
Yeah, the one who replaced my favorite, Jewel. Yeah, I'm a Jewel fan, everyone. Don't come after me, Farscape fans. I love Jewel. Sukozu can suck it. She looks like Sukozu just because she's a little ginger.
Thank you.
I've dealt with my share of swindlers and spies along the way. Many thinking themselves quite clever. But there's one thing cleverness can't get you. Taste.
You know he's got
We'll
taste
start with
because
a young
he is
Shiro.
a coiffed man. Look at that hair. He's rivaling Klein, maybe even beating him in terms of most coiffed, slicked hair. His hair is very tall.
Listen, if I'm not mistaken, Vanilla. This show's been aged at least 2 years.
Oh, she's showing off that she's high society.
2 years, 3 months. Your palate is refined, Saya. Trust me. We'll have more fun drinking this.
But I only want you for your money.
She's undercover, Rachel, and a part of undercover is this.
This is how she's getting the eye.
Or you think she's gonna rip it out of him?
No, I think she's
Gonna
got
just scan him while they're
some-
sexing?
Yeah. Well,
I like the idea of sex in this show being called sexing.
yeah. I was gonna ignore that.
Permission to touch you, my lady.
Granted.
Hey, maybe we fucked up making The Expanse a show where we measure horniness.
That's quite the burn.
Why hasn't she healed herself?
Because she doesn't like Porter.
Have you ever experienced a crushy two-hander?
Show me.
Sweet dreams.
Nice. Just straight into business. I'm loving just her physical performance of just going around to all of these different personas of just like, okay, I'm highborn society lady. Okay, I'm gonna be kinky dominatrix, highborn society lady. All right, back to the job, just all business. I don't care that I'm in my sexy underwear. I'm just, okay, we got to get this done. Get me the information now. Oh,
You have any idea what the penalty is for armed robbery and assault with a deadly pathogen?
That was water. You think I'm crazy?
A little, yeah.
Yeah, a little crazy.
I've been told that by saner men than you, Davin Jacoby.
Nice. We did get something. We didn't get an eyeball, but we got an ear, Rachel. So we got a little taste.
Blue velvety.
This
Ooh,
just got creepy.
more ears.
What do you think? Workers chopping and running, or a serial killer with an ear fetish?
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
I don't want you painting a necessary target on yourself. Davin and I will handle him, that's final.
Whatever you say.
Boss.
Johnny, don't be a shit.
He is a little bit of a shit.
You're on Westerly the same reason as the rest of us, because you have nowhere to go.
Nice. But you can't drive me away that easy.
Company threatened to suspend your medical license unless you left Kresh.
Where'd you hear that?
Killjoys have access to all kinds of fun files.
Like you said, you're not a Killjoy, not until I sign off on you. I'll find my own ride home.
This episode is just taking a big old shit on Davin, which... Okay, is it... Look, I know we're only 3 episodes in. We'll get more into it, but I think it's fair to say we're not Davin fans, are we?
I'm not a Davin fan. I'll declare it right now.
Okay, truth. I didn't come here to pick.
No! Johnny! Shut the fuck up!
Now, whatever it is, I'm ready for it.
Ready to cut your ear off?
One-way ride.
Yeah, do it.
You do this? There's no coming back. Just how brave and dumb are you?
Cut his ear off.
Oh, Johnny Jacoby, tell me you didn't.
Come on, now say he cut his ear off and then give us a Davin reaction shot. I got it. Come on. Don't, you cheated me. Show, that's what I wanted.
Crazy ear-chopping son of a bitch. Lucy...
Okay, I mean, I'm getting what I want. Just a little later, but could you imagine if you found out your brother chopped his ear off to get into a plot?
Meet John, our new friend.
You brought me to a Jack grow up?
See, we're back to the Jack.
I have no idea what the hell you're talking about.
Remember, it's very explosive.
I wonder if that'll come into play.
So, unless you want a bullet to the head, old drinking buddy, you're gonna tell me who you are.
You know who he reminds me of? A less lanky Jason Mantzoukas. Jason Mantzoukas if he had straight hair.
You brought him in, you put him down.
Unfortunately for you, Vinny, she kissed him. And by the rules of narrative, that means she has to be weak-willed and let him go. Right, Rachel? You know, it's just how it goes.
I'm sorry, John.
I've known you a day, John.
I really am.
You really should be.
Hey! You know, we talked about how they set up the Jack to be, like, explosive, but they actually leaned more into the toxic gas element of it rather than, like, the more flammable thing. I'm not saying it's because...
The explosive stuff comes, I guess, when it's just, like, they're gonna destroy a lot of the forest.
Yeah. So, there you go.
You got a warrant for me, not her. Take me.
He's right, John. If she wants to stay, that's her choice.
I owe you my life.
I hope you think about me every night for the next 10 years, you pathetic wannabe planet-hopping ass. I like her. He's all yours, Johnny.
This is horse shit. Your warrant was to bring me back here, and I'm here.
Unfortunately, your off-world permit expired an hour outside of Westland airspace. Johnny, did we take the scenic route?
We did. And I feel terrible about that.
I'm sorry.
Ah,
For the record, I don't care why you left Kresh. It's none of my business.
Do you like living this way?
No.
Then do something about it.
Disobeying orders? Cutting off your ear? What's going on with you, Jacoby?
My brother outranks me.
It's complicated.
No, it isn't. No, it's
It
that
was.
she's not treating you with respect.
I had something that I was amazing at a partner that I loved working with, and then he just comes in, he starts davening all over it.
Mm-hmm.
If you're worried about being replaced, don't be. You're irreplaceable to me.
Mm-hmm.
Now you gotta tell me what's going on with you?
No.
One thing I want to say that I like about their dynamic is that they're very clearly platonic, but they don't do that thing that shows often do when it's super platonic, where they're like, no touchy, no feelings,
Or
no feelings, no touchy.
Or that kind of drastic opposite effect where they're platonic, but they kind of come across as a couple anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's given the I'm gonna hold more secrets look. That there is episode 3 of Killjoys, season 1, The Harvest.
Much better balance.
I think that's my favorite episode that we've seen so far. We're only a few in, and we have very minimal knowledge of these characters, but what bits we do have, what bits they have fed us, they are really nurturing and really tapping into, and it's slowly making them bigger and bigger and bigger and more filled out without it just being like, this episode we're getting Davin's backstory fully, so that way you understand, like, obviously they're going to tease it out, but just his whole, PTSD stuff and how it relates to the Doctor, and like, she's fun. I enjoy her. She was very, like, that actress does a good job in this episode as just being like the flirty, but also kind of skirting the line of what it is to be a moral doctor. They're very fun stuff. And Johnny, he was a little shit in this episode. Did he push you over the line when it came to his
No.
being a little shit for the sake of plot, or did it go nicely?
No, it was nice enough, and the show has established that that's coming from a place of insecurity, and then they call it out. So if he's as much of a little bitch next episode, I'll have a fucking problem with it. But this one, it worked okay.
How did you feel about the undercover heisty nature of this episode? Because that was the thing that they promised within the first 10 minutes. It was like, oh, we're going to do an undercover episode.
It was fun. It was in service of other things. Like, this episode didn't feel like it was warrant above all.
That is our discussion on The Harvest. What did you actually think about The Harvest? I mean, in terms of, it was not only the name of the episode, but also the thing that they revolved around during it.
I thought it worked well.
I liked how it was a nice little cultural touch. Like, oh, it's harvest time. Pre has to have, discounts because it's harvest time.
Yep. There's more drunk migrants because, that stuff's happening and people are returning.
Yep. Well, that is it. We are off now to record our episode of the podcast, so everyone make sure to tune in and listen to that. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and share this around, give us a like, support us on the Patreon and get these early and in full access, as well as a whole back catalogue of goodies. But I have to go see a girl about an ear. You're that girl. Is my ear okay?
Yeah, it seems to be healing well.